Today I'm going to be testing the limit of genetics in WorldBox because I've always liked how you could just customize everything fully in this game. So typically, well, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be focusing on this part here, and immediately we get a good set here. However, we're going to be testing the theoretical max, the absolute limit of how much you could have of these. Now, I have seen 3 genomes before, or chromosomes. So that makes me wonder, what is the max? Could I have three big genes? You know? And without doing any research, I'm going to be, trying to figure this out. And to note, I have never seen 3 genetics like that before, without the help of what I believe this is the cause of the 3 genetics. Again, I have no knowledge of what caused it. However, I do have proof of it in my other world here. I believe it is this one. So yeah, we're gonna just show proof that 3 genetics is possible. Boom. Somehow, they ended up with 3, and I've never seen that before, even when I was spawning things in. I've only seen up to 2, and they had big and medium as the max. So we're gonna be testing the theoretical maximum of what genetics you can have on a creature. They have 19, 10, 15. So 29, 44 versus my guy here who has 1939. Yeah, okay. So 3 is better. 3 is better than the typical big medium. Okay. So we're going to be creating an entirely new world. We're going to make a genetics laboratory, yes. I'll see you guys when I've created my world, alright? So see you then. And this is our world. Sorry it took so long to make. Let's get into the genetics Alrighty, so
Evident.
based off the
Love,
idea
love,
that I
get away.
had,
Evident. Oh dear.
we have natural
Rita.
spawning
Winda. Arapatar.
creatures, and then we have
Elva.
the miracle born.
Zelda.
My
Howdy.
theory is that the miracle born can only ever have 2 stats, which is bad because that means we have to rely on
Winda.
RNG
Arapatar. Evident.
to bless us up with a
Elva. Evident.
good
Elva.
gene pool to pull
Arapatar.
from.
Evident.
So we're going to use these here to see if we can't find ourselves something cool. Big, small, that is 36. Big, medium, that is 43. Alright, well, here we are. I did a sample size of 3 groups, and among the 3 groups it appears the theoretical limit of genetics is 3 spots, varying from, let's see here, 48 to 58, which is an extreme difference. Let's see if I can't find one real quick. Yeah. Here we go. Yeah. It seems like this is the limit right here. I don't know. There might be a higher thing. I'm not going really in depth into this because I want to get into the fun part, which is customizing their genetics and then making them battle and seeing which species lasts the longest. So, yeah. Each species is going to be different. I'm probably going to be excluding these guys from the gene pool because again they're really just basic normal things. They're not too exciting, and the triples are just automatically better by a whole 4. So alright, sorry for that. Something came up and now I am here. So, these are our elven creatures and we're going to be customizing their genomes. So the favorited ones here are the ones with 3. We have 1, 2, 3, 58 traits or genetics we can use. So we're going to be going through these ones. These ones are not really useful except for the 48s. So these ones will be unfavorited. And then we are going to make insanely powerful elves with these ones here. So let's get into it. We have a big, small, and medium for these 58 ones. So let's go crazy. Alright, so this guy is our first genetically modified being. He is very, very strong. As you can see, we have our perfect genetics here, and they provide all this insane amount of stats here. So yeah, the idea behind this one was to make a perfectly balanced, well not really perfectly balanced, but a balanced enough build so that way it's intelligent, has good warfare, has good intelligence, and has good diplomacy, long lifespan, and decent mana and stamina. That was the idea, with decent offspring and birth rate. These were kind of like, I don't know exactly what this does. I should probably read more on this. But yeah, and nor do I know what this affects and whatnot, but you know, it's whatever, it's whatever. I did think about changing what this could be by adding more insanity through all this, but I'm gonna hold off on that. We're going to name you Elegance. Elvis Elegance. We're gonna do the big, small, medium. Big, small, medium. And boom, that is done. We are done.
Oh
We're
dear.
going to move on to the next genetic person, which will be this. Alright, we have a big, small, medium again. Can we swap these around? Yeah. We'll swap those around for the namesake. MS. Big, medium, small. And Elvis. Ultimus, Elvis Ultimus. We're going to make this one into a monster as well. Let's see what we got here. Alright, same thing. Let's do this. Alright, we have our next fully complete genes. So here is the quick comparison between them. And make of it as you will. I did my best to make a fully optimized genome. So now we're going to be moving on to the next. This one here, big, small, medium. Ooh, I forgot to name the, nope, I did not, okay. We're going to name this one now. Big, small, medium, 3. Excellente. Alright, so we're gonna get to work on this one. Let's see what our starting stats are. Okay. Let's do this. Alright, this is our final 58 one. It is not nearly as good as the other ones, I would say, just based off of looking at this. But I did try my best. So yeah, it is just faster overall, the attack speed, and this speeder is just faster overall, and this is a little more balanced, I would say. So yeah, that is these 3 done. Let's do the 48s now. We have a medium, tiny, medium. Medium, tiny, medium. Alright. Let's get into it. Alright, and we're done with this one here. I think I did pretty good. Diplomacy's lacking, and stamina's a little lacking, but overall I think I did pretty decently on this one. So, we're going to be moving on to the next. And we're going to be doing this one. Alright, let's do this real quick. Medium, tiny, medium. Let's check. Yep. Alright, let's get to this. Alright, we are back, and I believe I have created a fairly balanced one. Pretty good, pretty good, pretty good. And as for your name, it shall be Balanos. Boom. Alright, we have our genetically enhanced elves. Now we gotta figure out how to separate them real quick. Alright, perfect. So, I guess we're gonna be moving you down here. And we're going to continue onward with two of our favorite species in one group for some reason. You know what, we're just gonna let time progress, and I'll let you know. I will tap back in around the year 250. So, yeah, here we go. Alright, it is the year 250. Let us see what is occurring. First things first, let's see who has survived. Oh, Normalis died, or the normal people died. We have these giant kingdoms. Huh. Okay, let's check on the species and see which ones are doing better. A lot of death in this. Let's see, leader, kings 2, leaders 3. Kings 2, kings 1, leaders 2. Alright, so it looks like the more successful ones would be this guy and this guy. I'm surprised. These guys are evenly matched. This one's a little ahead of the others. Huh. Pretty evenly matched here. Still on their islands. They're not happy though. So let's get rid of the zoning there. Holy cow. There is a lot of fighting right now. I guess wars are longer considering that they have a lot of HP. And some of these guys are just giants, like true monsters. Let's take a look at the interesting people. So the most renowned would be one of our favorites. Biggest levels would be those people. Oldest, youngest, most kills, wealthiest, most children, most births. 41 is insane. Happiest, saddest, hungriest, fullest, smartest. Ooh. Ah, okay. Dumbest. Fastest, spiritus. Okay, strongest. Noticing a trend here that this is the best subspecies. Let's check out this subspecies. Oh, it's the first one we made, of course. Huh. Alright. I'm gonna leave it running now for year 1000 and see what changes. Alright, pardon me. I want to go get a snack. Alright, so a lot has changed. Let's take a look here. Let's see. Oh, none of our favorites are alive anymore. They all died in war. So, let's see here. Let's take a look at the wars here. Alright. Past wars. Oh my goodness, what was that one? Oh wow. Okay. Not bad, not bad. Let's check out our species here. All 5 still remain. And they're still strong. So let's take a look at this. 1 leader, or 1 king, 7 leaders. 1 king. 1 king, 1 leader. 1 leader. 1 king, 3 leaders. So this is apparently our best guy. Huh. But this is a strong rival to them. And this guy, I don't know. He just isn't doing much, I guess. Let's check out the kingdoms, shall we? We have 4 kingdoms. Where's the 4th one at, though? Oh, it's super small. Okay, well. Let's check them out, shall we? We have all this stuff here. Got all that stuff. Alright, cool. The main species here is this one. Okay. Their king is a Balinus. Lots of couples, lots of newborns, yep. Housed. Okay. Holy cow. Ha! Now these were the stats I was looking for. That is insane. That's insane. Okay. Yeah. Paying a tribute. Kingdom manager. Low tax height. Low tribute. Okay, cool. Anyway, back to this. No alliance. Capital. Clan. Culture. Language. Religion. Same. Boom, boom, boom. And then we have one at the 43s. Huh, interesting. Okay. I'd imagine all these guys have died out by now. Actually, let's check on that, shall we? After we go through these kingdoms here. Let's turn on the zones so I get a better idea of where all the kingdoms are at. Alright, let's check on this guy. This little guy here. Okay. Ultimus is ruling this one. Okay. Diplomacy, wars. Okay. 21 homeless, 19 hungry, 2 starving. Holy cow. Man, oh man. That's insane. There's no air, which is bad. Main species is the Ultimus. Okay. And it's just the main ones in here. Okay. Let's check on this one. You can pause if you want to read all this stuff, but I just briefly go over it. Diplomacy, yep. Holy moly. That is a lot of homeless for a kingdom with this many people. Wow. There is no heir. 5 past kings. Elegance rules this one. Okay. Wow, we still got a lot of the original species around here. Subspecies, that's interesting. Okay. And this one. Let's see. Okay. Normanus is here. Okay. this. Oh, okay, yeah. This one's not as bad, but that's a lot of kills, man. They've been doing a lot of war, haven't they? Where's my water at? I'll be briefly getting my water because I am thirsty. Hydrating is very important. Anyway, that's a lot of money. Past kings. Only 2 kings. Wow. That guy lived for a long time. Administrator. Very, very interesting. Cool. Alright, we've checked out our kingdoms. Let's look at the subspecies. Sapient. A lot of the other elven ones are still around. Wow. But some of them are gone, I think. Alright, let's take a look at our interesting people now. Interesting people. Most renowned is a Normanus. Biggest level is a Normanus. Wow. King, too. Pretty cool. Oldest is a Ultimus. Youngest, most kills, a Elegance. And a Normanus. Cool. Elegance. Most children. Most births. Happiest, saddest, hungriest, fullest, smartest, superiorest, dumbest, fastest, normalus. Normals are coming back. Huh. And finally, the most healthy. Wow, they're coming back. Very interesting, very interesting. Let's check on these guys again. Go back. One king. And they're under war, right? Yeah, they're in war. So, very interesting. Let's take a look at the other stuff here. Wow. Okay. Very, very interesting. I'll see you at year 750, and the reason I didn't stop at 1000 is because I wanted to. Okay, we're going to 750 and then 1000. See you then. Alright, it is the year 750, barely. And let's take a look at everything. So, kingdoms are looking nice, full of people, full of guys. Very, very cool, very, very cool. Yeah, it appears we only have 2 kingdoms left. Let's check out the kingdoms, shall we? Alright, these are the things of the kingdom. And now let's check it out. This is our king. He is bonus. Okay. Oh. Wow. Okay. Yeah. Been around for a little bit. Cool. Military. It's time. Okay. Bonus is the main species. Okay. Looking very nice. Still having the originals around is cool. We get the main 5 in this one here. That's insane. Alright, let's take a look at this other kingdom here. Alright. Let's see it. This is our king. Normanus. Okay, wow, they have a lot less of a problem. Administrator, yep. Okay, past kings. Wow, that almost looks like they survived for a very long time. Their full life, actually. So, yeah. Okay. Yeah. We got the main 5 in here as well as 2 others. Cool. Let's check out our subspecies. Are all 5 still around? All 5 are still around. These ones are still barely holding on. This one recovering. So let's check out our former best. 7 leaders. No more kings though. 1 king. No kings, no leaders. 1 leader. 1 king, 6 leaders. Hey! They took the spot. Huh. Interesting. So let's see which species killed the most. They killed the most. I didn't even have to look. They have killed the most, and they have the most people. Wow. Interesting. They have a lot of families, but not nearly as much as them. Okay. I see how it is. Let's take a look at our interesting people. Oh. You're a king. Balinus. Okay. Normanus. Okay. Ultimus. Okay. Most kills. Eleganus. Balinus. That's 2 of the 1 guy, huh? Interesting. These birds. The birds don't really matter. Yeah. Let's see. Smartest. Okay. I'd say it's pretty even right now. Though Elegancus is back in the race. Interesting. Okay. Let's look at the population pyramid. Hey, we got people getting up in the 600s now. Very cool. Alright, I'll see you at year 1000. We have reached the year 1000, so let's check it out. Let's look at our kingdom. It appears a balance has been found. Interesting. We have a balance. A lot of homeless still. Oh boy. Interesting. Okay. Interesting. Alright. Let's check out this kingdom now. It looks like they solved their homeless problem a little bit. Okay. Interesting. Cool. Alright, let's check out our species now. And for the most successful species, 1 king, 5 leaders. Nope. 8 leaders. I don't know. I mean, this guy. I would say this one was more successful than this one, just barely though. If they had a king, this would have won. Wow. So they ended up killing more people. They're nearly the same as this. They're higher in families and somehow higher in age. So I believe that species has won the challenge. Let's take a look at their genetics. Pretty good genetics, if I say so myself. Pretty all around. take a look. Very, very cool. And then finally, let's take a look at our interesting people. Let's go to statistics. Interesting people. Alright, we still got this guy as one of the most renowned people. Bonus. Ultimus. Ultimus. Ooh, that's insane. Alright. Most kills. Elegantus. Elegancus. Pelonus. Superius. Balanus. Smartest. Superius. Normanus. Ooh. Elegancus. Wow. Normanus. Wow. That is wow. So it's pretty much balanced all the way through. But the most successful was Balanus. Balanus was the most successful. Huh. Let's just get the general real quick. Go to the general. Cool. Cool, 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 cool. Or no, everything. I forgot to go through everything. Okay, yeah. This is for those who really want it. You can pause the video whenever. Alright, that's pretty much it. Very cool, very cool, very cool. Thank you for so much for watching, and that was 1,000 years with the most juiced up species on the planet.